The magnificent Victor Borge, 83 years young and still going strong. The program was done at the very beautiful Fox Theater in Detroit over a 3-night period. Just a fantastic talent. And Mr. Borge did this program for public television stations to use during pledge drives, because he realized, as I hope you realize, how important it is that we receive your support. You are public television. You make it happen. Without you, it doesn't happen. You have heard and read all about the funding crisis for public television in the Congress. Well, let them have their crisis. This one is yours. This is your station, and it's going to be up to you whether it remains on the air. And that's what we're here tonight for, is to give you great quality programming. I hope you agree Victor Borge fills that category, and for you to call in and subscribe and make this station continue to grow and prosper as you have made it grow and prosper for almost 40 years now. The premiums, we have a videotape, happily, of this program, 90 minutes long. Victor Borge, Then and Now. Just about everything that Victor Borge has ever done. All the shtick, all the magnificent timing, comedy. That's at the $100 level. And then at the $175 level, we have 2 tapes for you. The 90-minute video of tonight's program and the 50-minute video of Victor Borge in London. That's at the $175 level. Now, if you can qualify for one of the premiums, great. You will enjoy it. I think you'll play this program over and over and over again. The man is the absolute master of timing. When it comes to great timing, the pause to generate the laugh, doesn't it remind you of Jack Benny? Just fantastic. And we're here tonight with our volunteers from Greenbaum Home Furnishings to volunteer our time to make this thing happen. But it doesn't happen because of us. It happens because of you. Our floor person tonight is Jean Walkinshaw, who has her wall papered with Emmys for the production she's done here at Channel 9. She's here volunteering her time as a floor person, pointing fingers at me like that, you see, and going like that to wind up and be quiet, because she cares about this television station. But Jean can't make it happen. I can't make it happen. None of us can make it happen unless you call and support. If you can get one of the premiums for Victor Borge, you're going to love it. If you can't, support this programming if you're enjoying it. This isn't your cup of tea. What are you watching for? But anyway, but if it is, you call and you support us. Come on, call. This is a fun night on 9. Enjoy it. Make it happen again. Keep calling.
Between each show, the talent sits back in a room and we kind of watch the show that's on. And one of the things that's most telling about how good Victor Borge is we were watching it so well that we forgot to get back in the studio. So we're a little bit breathless running back in here to get here in time, because we all just love Victor Borge. My 10-year-old loves him. My mother loves him. My relatives love him. He spans all age groups. He's just terrific. Now, the premiums you heard about that George was telling you about can come easier to you if you want to use those credit cards of yours. Remember, the Channel 9 accepts 4 of them: American Express, Visa, MasterCard, and the Discover card. All you need to do is get your card out, and when you call into the 800 number there that you see on your screen, the volunteers here will ask for the number and the expiration date. That's a good way for you to use your credit card, and it's a good way to help Channel 9 because it saves on postage and extra administrative costs. And you might want to, use it and get one of those wonderful premiums at the $100 level, the program you're seeing tonight, and at the $175 level, tonight's program plus the program in London. Victor Borge is absolutely an entertainer for all time, and all of us love him. 83 years old and going strong, so stick with us and enjoy. Call in now.
Membership, the major credit card company says, has its privileges, and it's the same thing with Channel 9, too. When you subscribe to Channel 9, you get your yearly subscription to 9 magazine. This is, by the way, I know I have trouble keeping it from glaring back at the camera, but this is printed on recycled and recyclable paper. Quite important environmental consideration too, but of course the main consideration of it is that you get the background on the programs you enjoy on Channel 9, whether it is documentaries, music programs, comedy, whatever, you'll get it, and all the background here on Channel 9. Also find out about some programs that you hadn't heard of before. For instance, I just came across one this morning called Behind the Scenes, which is, they say it's for 8 to 12-year-olds, and hey, I kind of liked it myself too. But it's shows like that you find out about which you might not normally bump into, and that's what you get with Channel 9, that's what you get with your subscription by calling the number on your screen and making your pledge to support Channel 9.
I believe that the use of educational television allows us to keep education relevant and meaningful and current in terms of what we do. And we would really be hurting if we didn't have a station like KCTS and the fact that they can do things locally, but they can tie into the national scene and air programs that have been developed nationally. And it is a tremendous resource for a school district like Seattle.
We want to remind you about the premiums that are available. We've got two of them, one at the $100 level, a video of the 90-minute program. That's another way of saying, by the way, folks, that you've only seen 1/3 of the Victor Borge program so far, so don't go away. There's just some great comedy and talent coming up in the next hour of programming here. That's at the $100 level. At the $175 level, the 90-minute program you're enjoying right now, Victor Borge Then and Now, and Victor Borge in London. Now, Drew just mentioned a little bit about our young people, and certainly Mr. Kendrick did in that little piece that he just did for Channel 9. Tomorrow night on Channel 9, we've got two of the programs that most of us as adults don't really get a chance to watch because they're on during the day, and they're for the young people. One is a program called Carmen, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? It's teaching young people about geography in a fascinating way. Teaching a few adults too, by the way, in case if the truth were known. And then at 8 o'clock, I don't check the time on that because I'm not sure, that's approximate, I believe. We have a 3-2-1 contact program on what kids want to know about sex and growing up. We do not dodge the tough questions here on Channel 9. And if there's a tougher one for parents to handle than that, I'm not sure I know what it is, but it does give you an idea of what we're about here at Channel 9. We care. On Tuesday night, because we will have the earliest election coverage of any station, I guess in the state, starting at 8 o'clock in cooperation with Cairo, Channel 7, there'll be no pledge on Channel 9 on Tuesday night. That's what this whole station's about. Whatever you want to see, you get it here.
We often tell you at Channel 9 that when you call in around a program that you're enjoying, it sends a definite message to the management here that you want more of this programming. So we want to congratulate you on your good taste in calling in around the Victor Borge program right now because our phones are very busy. If you are getting a busy signal, just keep trying and call back again because the volunteers here will stay on the phones until all the calls are answered. And I do want to thank all of our volunteers. They're from Greenbaum's Home Furnishings, and they've given up their Sunday evening to be here and to take your calls and to show that they too support Channel 9. You know, viewers comment all the time on the good programs here, and this is just an example of how your support means so much to Channel 9. So if you've been thinking about pledging, now's the time to call in.
Channel 9 relies in large part on support from corporations. That support takes many different forms, including the Corporate Pledge Match program. Now, if you happen to work for a company which is on this, and you see the names of some of these companies on your screen right now, if you work for them, they have agreed to match either 1-to-1 or in some cases 2-to-1 the pledge that you make tonight. In other words, for every dollar that you pledge to Channel 9, it becomes $2 or in some cases $3. That adds up to a lot of money, and folks at Channel 9 are really grateful to the corporate sponsors who have come on board with this corporate match campaign. So remember that. If you work for any of these companies here, mention that to the Channel 9 telephone volunteer who takes your call, and he or she will make a note of that, and that way your money just multiplies for Channel 9. So please call now and get in on that, especially if you work for those corporations we just mentioned. Thanks very much.
The volunteers around me have been making the comments that they've been doing this for 4 years, and it's a lot more fun to work when it's busy than when it's not busy, and they've all been getting a workout tonight. I've talked a group of my co-workers into coming in on September 30th and doing this when I'm on again, so I hope you're all ready to work too. Remember, Channel 9 is your station. It's all of our stations. They even have a program that goes on 4 times a year called Ask KCTS, where they invite you to call in, ask any question you may have or make any comment you may have, and you'll be talking to a management person who is here on the phones. There's not many stations that will do that for you. So remember, what we need now tonight is your pledge and your support. So call in if you're enjoying Victor Borge, but do it now.
Victor Borge came to the United States on the last American ship to leave Northern Europe before the very start of World War II, 1939. And he came here because he was so worried about Nazism and had created a number of skits that were very anti-Nazi and anti-Hitler and was receiving constant threats. And he worried about the safety of himself and his family. So he immigrated to America. Aren't we glad he did? What a treasure, a world treasure, not more than a national treasure. Now 83 years old and just knocking them dead, just going strong. We've got 2 premiums for you at the $100 level, all 90 minutes of, I guess, just about everything great, at least from Victor Borge's standpoint, that he's ever done on television or the movies. It's all in there, including some of his great piano work, some of which we just heard when he played Claire de Lune there. At the $175 level, this tape of tonight's program, which is a 90-minute tape, and in addition to that, the 50-minute tape, 50-minute tape from Victor Borge in London. That's at the $175 level. So if you can take advantage of one of those premiums, please do. You'll enjoy them, you'll love them, and it's kind of a remembrance, if you will, of your involvement with Channel 9. A point that we don't get the opportunity to make, I think, often enough, is that we're not selling premiums here. We're not selling you videotapes. The videotapes are remembrances, if you will, of your support of Channel 9. And we're not, for heaven's sakes, we're not saying the tape is worth $100 now. Don't get excited about that. Because we want the money left over, most of it, to go to support the programming that you want to see on your public television station. I hope that makes sense to you. Mostly premiums are used to get new people involved with Channel 9. People who have never gotten involved with Channel 9 before. And to the thousands of you, literally tens of thousands of you, who year after year, with no premiums, just renew your subscription, our sincere and heartfelt thank you. You're the rock on which this station is built. Our new subscribers, you're our growth. Good combination, huh? It works. Keep calling. Now we're going back to part 2, are we not? Thank you, Gene. Going back to part 2 of Victor Borge. There are 3 parts. You're going to love it. Keep calling. Our volunteers from Green Bombs will continue to take your calls. Enjoy the program.